Right, we're recording.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the meeting of the Executive Cabinet Member for Children's Services. The first item on the agenda is monitoring of Executive Cabinet Member decisions. You've had an enclosure. Members, any comments, questions, queries? Very well, we accept that. Item 2 is the proposed extension of Mount St. Joseph's Academy High School. There's an enclosure, and I believe Mr. Rankin's going to take us through this. Paul?
Thank you, Chair. Yes, this is a report that sets out a proposed expansion of Mount St. Joseph's Academy High School, which was initiated following expressions of interest to all our secondary schools for expansion to meet the number of places that we're going to need over the coming years for secondary schools. The report sets out the transfer of Bolton Science and Technology Centre over to the Academy, and then the conversion of that in terms of extra capacity. The building is actually something that does belong to the diocese. It's on a lease to us for long term, which was due to run out in 2029. But we're proposing to use that for these places, which will give us a much better value for money than a new build. I'm happy to take any questions on the report.
Members, any comments, questions? Anne?
Thank you, Chair. Paul, could I, are the places going to be needed, in 3, 4, 5 years to come? Because I just know that there is a bulge year now at year 7, but as we know that the birth rate went down a few years ago and is continuing quite low, are we just assuming there will be in-year admissions that will warrant these extra places, for years to come?
Our projections at the moment, which take us for the next 10 years for secondary, or thereabouts, are showing a sustained level of demand over the next few years. That's mainly due to people moving into Bolton from other areas of the country. So that's something that we will keep an eye on. But this capacity, we're also thinking, will be needed further down the line when we think about places for everyone and the number of houses that are planned to be built in Bolton over the long term. And we're looking at how we're projecting our numbers for the much longer term, up to 2040, in terms of what sort of level of school places we're going to need. Yes, we expect the numbers to be needed for the foreseeable.
Okay. Anyone else? Any questions, comments, queries? Very well. I note the report and approve the recommendations as set out in the preamble to this report. Thank you very much. And item 3 is the proposed expansion of Little Lever Academy High School, phase 2. And I think it's Mr. Rankin again.
Thank you, Chair. So this relates to expansion of Little Lever, which is something that has come through this meeting in the past. As with any capital schemes, we start off with a cost estimate, and then as we get into more details around the schemes, we can really put the meat on the bones in terms of what this is going to look like. There's a number of things that when we've been working with the Academy Trust about how the expansion is going to work, that we think the costs are going to go up slightly, and we have done a value for money exercise on this to verify that this is what's needed. 2.5 and 2.6 in the report set out the reasons for the expected cost increase, and some of this is contingency as well, so it's giving us a buffer, and it may come down, but generally speaking, it is due to groundworks that are needed and abnormal costs in relation to foundation and design, and also increases in construction rates. Happy to take any questions on the
Members, any comments, questions? Very well. I note the report and also approve the recommendations as laid out in the preamble to this report. And thank you very much. That concludes our business this morning. Please enjoy the rest of your day. And